One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chapman. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Southern Miss's offense will be first on the attack. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad like it's
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Powers through. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Taylor has it. He'll try to take it back. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Number 3.
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Southern Mississippi.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Caught over the middle. It's Chester. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Golden Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Touchdown, Southern Miss. A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Just threw that one way too far.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Another incompletion on third down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
And guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. They've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Rebels will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Like that or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Golden Eagles will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. We've reached the break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right.
Fires and picked off.
Now guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Looking to pass. It's Braxton. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The option look. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
17, Southern Mississippi. 10.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. To the air, it's Braxton. Fires to the wideout. Caught on the outside, it's Davis. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Heath. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He wants to change this route. And the Golden Eagles line it up with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man. It's Braxton. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he tacks on the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Wallace. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw at Simmons. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had that. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7.
Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
QB got it himself. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tight end finds finds a soft spot. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. They'll run it to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the ball.
He's loose on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well.
Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That is...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Rebels line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Leaves it with the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Briggs. At the 45 on its way. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Braxton. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Metcalf. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Nice man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Takes a handoff. It's Briggs. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got a man. It's Stribling. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. looking downfield on first down. Complete. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Under fire. It's complete to the left. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the option. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you see... being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Pulls it in. It's Metcalf. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Just keep swinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he piles his way to the 35.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Got his man. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Give to the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Chapman. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen with the slant, you've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Metcalf. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Smashes it between the uprights. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Running back searching for a hole. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking the deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Grab behind the line. It's Keith. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.